When police got the call to a busy U.S. bank branch in Columbia Heights last year, a call for a fraudulent check and a suspect posing a threat.
How's it going?
This is how they found 23-year-old Mississippi native Joe Morrow sitting in a chair in the bank manager's office, leaning back with his hands folded. Police blurred out branch manager John Asquith, as state law requires, because he did not want us to see or hear him in the video. Morrow wanted everyone to know what happened.
I just got through working like 12 hours, I think.
His job at UNFI, a grocery supplier better known as SuperValue in Hopkins. Closer to home, Morrow stopped here at U.S. Bank in Columbia Heights to cash his paycheck for $900. Despite having an account, that simple transaction was anything but.
They was all looking at me and just staring at me. And then looking at the check and then staring at me again. I'm already knowing like what they thinking, the check fake. The manager, he came over and said, "Joe Morrow, your check fake." And I said, "What?" He said, "You people are always coming in here with fake checks."
Who do you think he meant?
Black people.
I work there, bro. And I'm gonna report you too, bro.
Morrow continued pleading his case with Police Sergeant Justin Pletcher in the room. Morrow's claim of racial profiling immediately met with this warning.
Joe, I need you to calm down, first of all, okay? Don't say anything stupid, because you're just gonna get arrested for it. All right. Still sitting in the chair as the sergeant held his ID and his check, Morrow insisted it was the bank who owed him an explanation.
They called me in in front of everybody talking about this is a fake check. That ain't no fake check. I work there.
We can confirm that.
2 minutes later,
What's his name?
Joe.
A second officer arrives, and the bank manager asks police to take Morrow to an adjacent office.
The manager told the officer, "Hey, can you get him out of my office? He might touch anything on my desk." I'm like, what? That's when I got super mad, like, what? I'm gonna touch something on your desk.
Joe.
That anger only visible for a second.
Joe, let's go over there, man.
When he complies with officers' orders and stands up.
Okay, let's handcuff him.
A split second, Morrow says he'll never forget.
And like, definitely when I got handcuffed and stuff, everybody looking like, when I'm coming out of his office, I was handcuffed, so people looking.
How did that make you feel?
Like crazy, like I'm a criminal or something, like I'm doing like something bad, like I actually came here with a fake check.
In his report, the sergeant later wrote that Morrow flexed at John, the bank manager, in a threatening manner.
I didn't threaten him. I got up, like, you know, in a like, you know, like a mad.
Do you have anything on you that could hurt harm hopefully in any way?
Still handcuffed, Morrow offered more evidence of his innocence.
I got the check stub and they said what day it started and all that and how many hours I worked, all that. I could have came to here and showed them that.
According to the police report, the bank manager said he'd received a lot of fraudulent checks using the UNFI logo. Morrow says the manager claimed he already called the company and confirmed the check was fake.
So, who do we need to call?
But this body camera video shows the bank manager did not actually make that critical call until after Morrow was already in handcuffs.
So, it's a real, the check number's real.
Morrow's employer confirmed the check was in fact real.
There's no question in my man, if he'd been white, this would never happen.
5 Investigates showed the video to a community leader.
Are you seeing that okay?
I am.
The founder of a nationally recognized implicit bias training program for police.
But this is Minnesota. This is not who we are.
And University of Minnesota professor Samuel Myers Jr. In 2015, he authored this study of discriminatory practices at banks in the Twin Cities, and he's focused on racial disparities in financial transactions for 35 years.
I wish I could say that this was abolition. I wish we could say that this was an outlier, but it happens a lot.
Myers, who is deaf,
so this is it here.
Watch the body camera video with us over Zoom with the assistance of captioning.
We as Black people are aware that these things happen at banks, at grocery stores, at supermarkets. This is a classic example of instances where things escalated beyond what they needed to escalate to.
Okay, Joe, let's get these cuffs off.
But Morrow's ordeal did not end when the handcuffs came off.
Joe, can I talk to you, man to man, real quick?
For more than 10 minutes, Morrow remained in this office.
They're making fake checks with that logo on it, right?
10 minutes. months, Morrow remained in this office.
They're making fake checks with that logo on it, right?
Sergeant Pletcher did most of the talking.
So what the branch manager has to do is call and make sure it's a good check. I need you to stay calm for that, okay? Because when you start acting like this, it makes you look even guilty.
No, not guilty.
No, I know. I'm saying, but when you start getting upset and irate, it makes you look guilty.
Well, you're acting guilty. And so the question is, what is acting guilty? Tell me, what is acting guilty?